we've got the Detroit Pistons taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Hello again, and thank you for joining us here at 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. So the Timberwolves will get the first possession to the middle. And Gobert with the stuff.
All too easy for Mr. Gobert in the painted area. Nicely done.
Without a doubt, Ant-Man is one of the most entertaining players in the league, Doris.
You cannot take your eyes off Anthony Edwards when he's playing in a basketball game. The skill set is electric, but beyond that, he's got a 1,000-watt smile, and he understands this is an entertainment medium.
Edwards, no good. And Cunningham throws it down.
Such an energetic play from Cunningham, going right up for the slam.
Pass to Edwards. They get it again. Back to DiVincenzo. Lets it go from deep. And Edwards good for three.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Cunningham outside. Puts up the 8-footer. Misses from close range. And here's Minnesota now. It's a three-point game. Pass to Randall. Back to Daniels. And he jams it home with authority.
Oh, such an impressive athlete. Mr. McDaniels sends it in.
Cunningham outside. Good D by Gobert. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Pass to Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Wow, excellent explosion off his feet by Julius Randall.
Harris a screen. Down low. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Fast break, Minnesota. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, BA. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Timberwolves have elite shot creation, but it's finding that balance. Anthony Edwards said, I'm wired to score the ball. I'm going to showcase my game, so it's hard to find that balance of when to pass and when to keep it and try to get going. Sometimes I feel like the right play is me. Guys, back to you.
Fills it up with the best. Okay, Allie, good stuff. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Now here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
Left side, Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. Gobert's got his second basket.
Well, there's height and reach to the advantage of Rudy Gobert. Just gets up and over the top of guys.
Here's Cunningham. And Cunningham throws it down.
And defensively, you have to make him work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Grant, and his height, what a combination.
You know, B.A., whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just beasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage.
Inside, Duren throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Yeah, as of right now, Jalen Duren kind of seems like a classic big man. He can block, he can rebound, and he really focuses on finding close-range looks.
Pass to Clark. Knocks down the triple.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
And slammed that thing through.
A nasty two-hander. And here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Yeah, Naz Reid knows the angle at which to set a screen, and he's got the mobility to be the guy to finish it.
Here's LeVert. Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. The T-Wolves on top, up by 6. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Timberwolves.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
And so it's Detroit with it. Following the score by Minnesota. 5 on the clock. Count it.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Oh, it's stolen by LeVert. Here's Holland. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Don't you love how LeVert looks for his guys? Totally unselfish, does whatever it takes to get the win.
Reed sets a screen. Right through the D for the layup.
Yeah, terrific work in the two-man game results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And it's Detroit with the ball. Trailing by 4. We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. Here's Cunningham. And a lot of spot-up shooters now, adding a one-dribble pull-up 3 to the repertoire.
Yeah, when you have defenders selling out to contest that catch and shoot, you got to reload, relocate, and let it fly. It's a valuable counter for those long-distance specialists.
And after some uncertainty, the Timberwolves moving forward under new governorship doors.
Boy, B.A., that sale process was long and obviously at times quite contentious. I believe the organization has to be thrilled that that is finally in the past, because what you want to do is focus on trying to continue the Wolves' recent run of success. There's a lot to be excited about with this young group. Man, that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Down low, Cunningham.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
Here's Edwards. Pass to Clark. Back to Edwards. Misses the 3. Pistons trail up by 3. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Back to Robinson. Shot clock at 6. And they doubled up Cunningham. And here's Thompson for 3. Stewart. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham, asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for, to be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says it's really helped me. Anytime I need to just reset, I can do it. Back to you guys.
Able to dial it in. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. Oh, and Reed with a block.
But give Naz Reed credit. He perfectly timed that block. Wow. Yeah, nice job there. Just very lackluster defense.
Doris, what's amazing about Ant-Man, he's worked to become an elite floor spacer.
The reason that's important, DA, is because we know what a dangerous driver and what a force at the rim Anthony Edwards can be. What I love is he's worked to become a legit threat, and he leaned heavily into that three-point game. So important in the modern NBA.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. 4-point game. To the inside. Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Here's DiVincenzo. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Minnesota shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh, my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Combination of size and athleticism makes Anthony Edwards so tough to check on the drive. Good luck and good night.
Cunningham outside. Back to Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Now Gobert. Back to Edwards. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves. He put together 10 points in the quarter. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. The Pistons trailing. Now here's Thompson. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Outside Edwards. Beyond the arc. Down it goes. Edwards for 3.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Detroit moving the ball around. And that one's good. Cunningham's got 14.
This guy's such a strong mid-range shooter.
Randall outside. Count it, and one. He'll have a chance at a three-point play. That one on Harris.
If there is something that defines Julius Randle's game, it's the ability to score through contact. Give him the N1.
Now here's Cunningham. 14 points for him. And the shot's good.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Here's Randall. DiVincenzo. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
And Cunningham throws it down.
You have to admire Cunningham's concentration in these spots, refusing to let the defense overwhelm him.
He's made one and missed one so far at the line. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Here's McDaniels. Just 5 on the clock. Edwards, so good inside.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's his first foul of the game. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Here's Edwards. He's got 22. Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to McDaniels. Shot clock at 5. Here's Edwards. Now here's McDaniels. Second chance effort. Duren with a rebound. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Minneapolis. There's Cunningham with a 3. Rebound Minnesota. Pass to Edwards. Get up, Anthony Edwards.
How about Anthony Edwards? The bounce. Go ahead, Ant.
Minnesota shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. It's LeVert on the wing. No made baskets yet. Harris misses. The Timberwolves lead by 5. Oh, wow!
You better get out of the way. So much power from Anthony Edwards off that drive. Look out.
To the paint. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now.
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
Here's Thompson. Following the score by Minnesota. Pure from 3-point range. Robinson's got 5.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay. The scoring is coming easy for him. Got to keep the ball in his hands.
Now here's LeVert. To the inside. Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Outside Conley. Pass to Edwards. 5 to shoot. Edwards rises up and powers it down.
Oh, guys, the agility, the hops, everything about Anthony Edwards, so good athletically.
And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. LeVert outside. Duran the screen. 4 on the clock. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Timberwolves ahead, leading by 6. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second. Three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Pass to Randall. Here's Dillingham. He's checked by LeVert. Dillingham with the bucket.
Well, this is the all-around game of Julius Randle, right? We think he can score it, board it, but how about that pass?
And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
They feel like they have an advantage inside, and so far they have done an excellent job exploiting it.
And the technical free throw is good. Back to Stewart. And finished off by Stewart.
And nice work there in the pick and roll. Cunningham demonstrating improvement in knowing how to break defenses down.
Pass to Conley. Here's Dillingham. Clock at 6. Over to the wing. All sorts of time. The rebound by Stewart. Pistons trail by 5. Inside. And finished off by Stewart.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Shannon's shot is off. And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Pistons. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, team, I was able to catch the message that J.B. Bickerstaff was giving to his team. He told his players, we are right there, guys. This game is ours. Continue to work hard, and we will win this game.
Thank you for that, Allie. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one.
You can't have that type of miscue in this moment in this game. You have to be on the same page.
Here's Cunningham. Ooh, using his size. Look at Cunningham.
Pretty clever move by Cunningham, calling for the play to get himself some space to work with.
Randall outside. And there's the call on Jalen Duran. That'll be a second foul of the game. Here's Gobert. Oh, the offensive struggles continue. Missing again. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And it's tied up with that one.
Yeah, can you say total package? Cunningham, the prototype guard these days.
Thompson to take the lead. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Cunningham looking it over. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Robinson fires. Cash from downtown.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Randall on the screen. Now McDaniels. DiVincenzo. Oh, he comes right back with a three of his own.
And how's this for a response? I mean, these teams are just going at each other from downtown.
Now Harris. Cunningham outside. Robinson. No good from three.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Edwards. And there's 1:38 left to play in the fourth quarter. Now Gobert. Oh, no good on the layup. Detroit with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Takes a three. Randall rips down the board. Edwards. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight. What an injection of energy from Durham. Working hard to find points for his team.
Boy, in a tight game, he steps up and delivers.
Timberwolves trail by three. Outside Gobert. Now Randall. Outside DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. Now Gobert. McDaniels outside. Duran pulls it down. 2 points here could be the only cushion they need, Grant.
Hard to say. Crazier things have happened in this league.
Now Cunningham. Cade taking it in. Count it.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Edwards. He takes it in. Both hands there for a little extra.
We know this about Anthony Edwards. He is fearless in these moments. That's a big-time clutch delivery.
All night long, the defensive intensity just hasn't been there. They got to figure it out.
Good question. So far, these teams just seem content to shoot it out down the stretch.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And so he drops them both. And it's a three-point game.
What composure at the line. Forcing your opponent to look for the three-pointer now.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
And so they foul intentionally. Good on the first. And that gives them a 4-point cushion. And the Pistons call time here. And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 5-point game.
That shuts down any idea of a comeback. That is big time under pressure.
So we see the Pistons get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure towards the end. The crowd was so amped up, such a hostile environment. But they stood tall and got the win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.
We'll see the Houston Rockets taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. Bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. On our sideline reporting tonight, Allie LaForce. 6 on the shot clock. Back to LeBron.
Look out.
I mean, that's a rugged play.
That's straight toughness.
Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. He put a little extra on that one.
From about 16. And that one's good. Durant. Facing off tonight, DB, we've got 2 Western Conference teams with a lot of talent and high aspirations.
Kevin, both teams believe they have what it takes to represent the West in the finals. So this is a game you look to as a litmus test for where your team is at. Well, LeBron James could be absolutely anywhere on the floor. If you want to concede the mid-range, he's more than happy to take it.
Şengün. Good work defensively by Hachimura. And James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Outside Durant. To the inside. Thompson outside. Back to KD. And it's Ayton with the rebound. And Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future. And they've already shown they can make a major impact.
KD with it. Defended by Reed. And then Smith with the dunk.
And how about the force on that finish by Smith?
Here's Hachimura. A three-pointer off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Durant. And it's Smith missing. Durant with the steal. Here's Şengün. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And so Doncic will bring it up for L.A. Here's Houston now. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, guys. Amen Thompson, one of the most spectacular athletes in basketball. Coach Ime Udoka said he's so fast and explosive that he has the versatility to attack any matchup. Put a big body on him, he still has his advantages. We can put him anywhere in actions, and he can get downhill. Kevin?
What an athlete. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Here's Doncic. After the made shot from KD. Reeves with it. Picked up by Thompson. Shot clock at 5. And it goes down 2 points.
If you allow Luka to establish position because of his size, his strength, his footwork, turn the lights out.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it. But hard to bet against the talent of his caliber.
The Rockets leading to the paint. And finished off by Finney-Smith.
Now, Dorian Finney-Smith has the ability athletically to finish near the cup, and he does so there.
And that one's good. James.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Make no mistake, an intimidating 7-footer. Steven Adams gets the space he needs and finishes with ease.
Rockets leading by 3. Pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Thompson. Second shot opportunity. Here's Adams. And at last, they get one to fall.
We are talking about a big-time offensive rebounder, and Steven Adams unafraid to impose his will with that frame.
James gets the bucket. James has got 9 points.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Good.
Boy, they don't waste any time on that inbound play. Very little the defense can do to react to that one.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Rockets lead by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Los Angeles. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Houston.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint. From what I've seen, Shepherd would rather shoot from distance, but he trusted himself inside that time.
Greg, last season, the Lakers exceeded expectations by winning 50 games and finishing 3rd in the West.
They went on quite a run after acquiring Luka Doncic, but they were eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. And as we know, this is an organization judged on championship success.
Rockets leading by...
Thanks for tuning in. We've got some exciting basketball up ahead. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the 4th member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. Here we go. Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. Inside. Here's Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
How about that? He's 7 feet tall. And Miles Turner, because of that ability to move in any direction at any moment, is a big-time problem inside.
Pass to Randall. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Outside Edwards. Sinks the tray. Well, one area of the floor where both of these teams really shine is on offense.
Oh, yeah. BA, these two teams can score the basketball. They'll be trying to match each other shot for shot all night long, and we got a front row seat.
Now here's Kuzma. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. Rudy Gobert picks one up. Milwaukee shooting their first foul shot of the game. Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, BA. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
Milwaukee with the ball. Following the score by Minnesota. Here's Antetokounmpo. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Yeah, one of the most efficient inside scorers. Giannis just can't be stopped.
Randall on the screen. And here's Edwards outside. Pure from three-point range. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Three-pointer. And another three from Minnesota.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Antetokounmpo. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it.
Boy, an unfortunate mix-up right there. Cost them a possession.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. Coach and I talked about the difficulties playing against Anthony Edwards. He said, quote, usually you worry about his offense, but he's shown the last few years that he's a lockdown defender when he wants to be. That's something that we'll need to factor into our game plan. Ant's defense is now a concern for coaches as well. Guys, back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Fires from the wing. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Edwards has got 16 points.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And here's Edwards outside. It's hauled in by Rollins.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, BA. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
And the basket by Edwards. 18 points for him.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Gets his zone. Showing some power. Playing from behind. It's amazing he chose the dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. Doris, what's amazing about Ant-Man, he's worked to become an elite floor spacer.
The reason that's important, BA, is because we know what a dangerous driver and what a force at the rim Anthony Edwards can be. What I love is he's worked to become a legit threat, and he leaned heavily into that three-point game. So important in the modern NBA.
And Antetokounmpo, here we go. And they pick up 2.
When Giannis starts to drive, the defense knows it's in trouble. He powers right through them.
Down low. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Here's Edwards. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Wow, excellent explosion off his feet by Julius Randle.
Pass to Rollins. On the wing, Anthony. Back to Antetokounmpo. To the inside. And Giannis with the jam.
And both teams already firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one. Oh, phenomenal work right there. There's times, boy, he can be tough to check.
And so it's Minnesota. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's mostly due... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
No good from outside. Bucks trail by 9. And we know how loyal Giannis is to Milwaukee, but trade rumors continue.
Yeah, it's just the reality when you have a superstar player, but not much of a title shot. The sense is Giannis deserves to make another run at it somewhere.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Edwards got 26.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Lets the three fly. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Both teams will make substitutions. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Naz Reid. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Here's Edwards. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Giannis puts his touch on every aspect of the game. Big reach on display that time.
Trent for three. Knocks down the long J. Trent's got 5 now.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Outside Edwards. Fires from 14. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. To the paint. Here's Kuzma. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. 7 points in the game.
You can see that Kyle Kuzma has the kind of size and length and creativity to score on the interior.
And the shot goes down. And the Timberwolves lead by 5. And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points. It's very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
To the middle. Here's Miller. And stolen by Green. Pass to Antetokounmpo. It's rebounded by Minnesota. They've led by as many as 11. To the paint. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Reed with the rebound.
And it was a great chance to finish on the break, and he flubs it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, well, the Bucks want to capitalize on their bigs. Coach Doc Rivers said, one advantage we have is our size, and the slower the game gets, the bigger we get. So taking opponents out of transition, making it a half-court game, allows us to be a big basketball team. Brian?
Leveraging that tall timber. Allie, thanks very much for the report. To the inside. Here's Turner. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Well, Miles Turner understands how to use his size and length. Doesn't matter if he's blocking shots or going for his high release point jump shot.
Picked by Gobert. DiVincenzo on the wing. No good on the 3. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and, of course, controlling the boards.
Kuzma for three. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
Yeah, you know that Kyle Kuzma has three-point range, boy, and he's got the green light.
Randall on the screen. And here's Edwards outside. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. On the wing, Green. Back to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Turner. Antetokounmpo outside. Just 5 to shoot. Kuzma outside. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Kuzma's got 10 points in the quarter.
This is how you capitalize in close. You see Kyle Kuzma, this guy just has instincts and a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
And here's Edwards outside. And so it's Kyle Kuzma making highlights for the Milwaukee Bucks. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be back in a moment. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And it's Edwards with the ball for the T-Wolves. It's a one-point game. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. Milwaukee on D. Randall on the screen. Here's the three. Not going to go that time. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's on Anthony Edwards.
And I mean, how do you guard Giannis? When he's looking to score, sometimes you just have to foul him.
And after some uncertainty, the Timberwolves moving forward under new governorship doors.
Boy, B.A., that sale process was long and obviously at times quite contentious. I believe the organization has to be thrilled that that is finally in the past, because what you want to do is focus on trying to continue the Wolves' recent run of success. There's a lot to be excited about with this young group.
Pass to Randall. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. And it's Randall with the jam.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. They get it back. Kuzma outside. Second shot opportunity. Here's Rollins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Another shot. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. That one misses. Well, Grant, you got to give the Bucks credit. 9 straight postseason appearances, the longest running streak in the league.
Yeah, but 3 straight first-round exits. I mean, you could tell the boat's taking on water, and tough decisions are required.
And here's Edwards outside. Buries it from 3. And it's a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson. What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys. Well, you simply have to stay connected to him. His shooting stroke is that pure.
Here's Randall. Left side, Edwards. Picked by Gobert. The 3. The shot misses. The Bucks trail by 4. Here's Antetokounmpo. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. Edwards is doubled. It's stolen by Green. Now Milwaukee moving it up. Here's Antetokounmpo. Second chance effort. Giannis with the finish.
And you could see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
DiVincenzo on the wing. Edwards for three. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Here's Turner. The kick out to Kuzma. 5 on the clock. He takes it in. Randall pulls down the board. Minnesota in the lead. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Anthony Edwards keeps a tight circle. He said, I've known my whole crew since I was 13, and that's the answer to everything. And the crew includes those voices of wisdom, too. He said, quote, I keep those types of friends around. I'm not the type that always listens, but I'll listen to my elders. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Back to Edwards. Edwards with a step. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Edwards got 42 in the game.
Combination of size and athleticism makes Anthony Edwards so tough to check on the drive. Good luck and good night.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. So Milwaukee going with almost an entirely new group here. And stolen by Edwards. Pass to Randall. Fires the three. Good. The assist goes to Edwards. Now it's a 7-point Timberwolves lead.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give them a spark. Inside. Gobert. He can't get it to go. Here's Anthony. Oh, rejected by McDaniels.
You have to be careful when Jaden McDaniels is in your area as an offensive player. This guy is so elite defensively.
Edwards looking for an opening. Randall on the screen. Back to Edwards. It's tipped. For three, Anthony. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. Over 40 points tonight and making it look easy. We'll be right back with you. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. The Bucks trail by 3. Antetokounmpo inside. Trent outside. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Pass to Harris. Shot clock at 5. Trent on the wing to tie it up. McDaniels with some nice D. The Timberwolves lead by 3. Edwards with it. And Anthony picks him up defensively. Picked by Gobert. Edwards for 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo inside. Portis gets the bucket.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. And Chris Finch has called timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Minnesota in the lead. Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Lobs it up. He got a piece of it. Now out of Kumpo. Guarded by Edwards. Trent outside. And here's Harris outside. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
Defensively, you pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
And stolen by Anthony. Now Milwaukee moving it up. Yes, sir! We saw it coming. He left no room for error.
Cole Anthony understanding my teammate has stolen it. Let me get out in transition and get an easy two.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bucks?
They've been all about high percentage looks in this game, working the ball inside and doing whatever it takes to get it to go.
A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. Cash from downtown.
Just a selfless play by Giannis. He knows all eyes are on him, so he dishes to a ready shooter.
Randall on the screen. Now DiVincenzo. And stolen by Green. Here's Rollins. Here's Trent. Here's Rollins. 6 to shoot. Green. And it's blocked by Edwards.
Wow, great defensive play by Anthony Edwards, engaged on that end of the floor right now.
Now McDaniels. Edwards with it. Turner covering. Randall. Oh, he jammed it.
Julius Randle under tremendous pressure with the big bucket.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Here's Antetokounmpo. Giannis throws it down.
And he is just showing off right now. I mean, he's giving you leadership. Giannis just takes pride in stepping up and hitting those big shots.
Boy, when you're trying to make up ground, every shot counts. You have got to be selective.
Here's Milwaukee. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's Turner. Outside Green. Shoots a three. The three ball is down.
Well, if you let him shoot freely, you're going to give up a lot of trays.
Edwards fires. Edwards making it look so easy from deep.
We know this about Anthony Edwards. He is fearless in these moments. That's a big-time clutch delivery.
And they get it back.
And it's even more satisfying when you answer with a three, and it looks like they're putting the game out of reach.
Randall on the screen. Tosses it up. Turner with a rebound. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Yes, sir, with the three.
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Antetokounmpo. Oh, impressive footwork down low.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.